why? As the high going to say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice in my bay, yeah. You riding on me, I get my drip overseas. Hey, niggas are hating on me, yeah.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Peace and blessings up on all my Akis and all my sisters out there. Welcome to Split Decision. I'm your host, Aki. To my left is no other than
Professor Nims, the pundit with the PhD in pugilism.
Talk to him nice. Don't talk to him twice. Now, his name is a professor for a reason, because he's a real lifetime professor. Now, Aki stand for my brother in Arabic. For the people that don't know, is a New York, saying. You're supposed to say it Aki, but because that letter is not in English, it's pronounced as Aki in English. And obviously, in New York, you know what I'm saying, they say Aki, so put y'all in game. That's another way of saying Migo. That's God plan. You can't stop that from happening. And, we just send our condolences to Patrick Day and his family. And Charlo, shout out to Jermall Charlo. He paid for the funeral for Patrick Day. And, I want to, thank him for that, for setting an example. And, what's funny, Jermall Charlo is a person that's misunderstood in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like,
really?
Because look, this is, everybody wants this fighter, this perfect fighter, right? Every fan wants this fighter that will fight anybody, that will call out anybody, that will do this, that will do that, that's good, that's that could back up his shit. And that's what Jermall Charlo does. And what's funny, I peeped that interview where he called out Canelo Alvarez, where he called out Gennady Golovkin, where he called out Andrade, where he called out Daniel Jacob, and he stated, I'm willing to do a one fight with the zone just to get one of these big fights out the way so I could have more leverage in the future and build his stardom. And, I'm all for that, right? But guess what? Do you believe that that video had more dislikes than likes? When he was just straight up calling out the best and wants to fight the best. He ain't he ain't diss nobody. He ain't say Canelo is, ducking the smoke. He ain't say Gennady Golovkin this or that, called him any names. He might did have that in the past, but I'm talking about in that interview, he was just respectfully calling out everybody, and he was still getting hate for no reason. They judge a book by its cover. You know what I'm saying? Because he a fighter from the coincidental list. That being said, like I said, you got a fighter on the other hand from the hope list like Canelo Alvarez.
You gonna put him on the
No, listen.
On that list already?
Who?
Charlo?
He been on the list.
Right.
It's like if you part of a certain group, you automatically on that list just because you get mistreated. I just pointed out how he mistreated when he's calling out the best fighters.
How has he been mistreated?
I just explained it to you. Are you listening to me or you
mistreated by who? The fans?
The fans.
Or
That's
by
what I'm
commission?
saying. Everybody, like if a fighter calls out every fighter in his division that's a big name, including a Daniel Jacob, including an Andrade that's dangerous, that's you could say is more risk than a reward.
Hold on. Out Danny Jacobs.
Yeah,
because Danny's been wanting that smoke.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
So let me speak my piece. I'm what I speak is facts. I'm not making up any shit. So at the end of the day, I said Charlo did all that, and the video received more dislikes than likes. Then on the other hand, you got Canelo Alvarez. He comes out in an interview saying that he ain't gonna fight Andrade because he's too boring. Another code word of, that fighter is not as vulnerable as the fighters I want to fight. So I'm not trying to get hit and not be able to hit him back. That being said, he said he boring. That style is boring because I can't figure out that piece of the puzzle. So, he also said the same thing about Charlo, right? In the meantime, Canelo Alvarez, that video got mostly likes. Most support and all that. So what I'm saying is, it ain't about what you say. It ain't about what you do. It's about what you look like. That's what the sport turned out to be. And I'm saying, look, if you think like Charlo is being hated for no reason. I cover the media. I report on fighters. And all I get every time I post a Charlo video is a bunch of hate. And when he had a mandatory, which was J. Rock Williams, and J. Rock Williams haven't lost a round yet. And when he fought, like Jermall Charlo didn't want to move up in weight till he fought him. Keep in mind, Jermall Charlo was coming off of eye surgery where he had to do eye laser surgery and passed that. And then he still took on, a J. Rock Williams, a dangerous fight at the time, a high risk fight. When he didn't have to, he could have just moved up straight up to the 106-pound division. But he wanted to prove himself and fought him and knocked him out. And look at J. Rock Williams today. a unified champion at 154. So all these people that keep saying Canelo, oh, he don't want to fight Charlo because Charlo ain't do nothing. Nah, it's because he got no cojones and he's scared of Charlo because he want no smoke with them Texas boys. That Texas heat is a different smoke for Canelo Alvarez. That being said, you know what?
Did you see Charlo's last fight?
Hell yeah, he won every single round.
Would you thought that was impressive again?
Hell yeah! If you win every single round, when the last time Canelo Alvarez knocked somebody out other than Rocky Fielding?
What
you mean?
His competition, he fought somebody that was off of a reality show.
Who?
I'm saying this,
nah, that was a good fighter. He had great head movement. It was a good fighter.
The guy barely beat Sugar Shane Mosley Jr.
He was a good fighter, and Jermall Charlo, you know, hate it or love it, won every single round. If Jermall Charlo is sweet,
what's his best win at middleweight?
Listen, if Jermall Charlo is so sweet, how come Canelo Alvarez doesn't fight him like he fought Rocky Fielding and grab that strap? Look, the strap right here.
Because there's Rocky Fielding, who is a showcase fight that poses probably no risk at all.
Okay, and Charlo is a what? It's a 50-50 fight.
Probably.
Okay, maybe that's what maybe so 60, he's 40, ducked in favor 40, of who?
Canelo.
Nah, you tripping.
Because Canelo's fought the better. Canelo's fought Jacobs. He's fought Triple G. He's fought Mayweather. Like you can name one person that Charlo's fought.
Hold on.
That we know
okay,
of.
Okay. First of all, I just said J. Rock Williams.
I know that's the person I was talking about. That's it.
And at 160, Canelo Alvarez, the guy you just named, is ducking him.
No.
Gennady Golovkin, when the WBC ordered the fight, he ducked him too. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jacob, the man you mentioned earlier, when Jacob ran to Charlo in New York City, and Jacob, my man, I support him all day. You know that's my. What did Jacob tell him? He told him, I'm getting that HBO check. What did Charlo tell him? He told him, I drop my opponent, you drop your opponent, and we fight next. So what do you, so you telling me, see, that's what I'm saying. Charlo is misunderstood because even though he said, I'm going to drop my opponent, I don't even got to wait. He said, I'm going to drop my opponent right now and you drop your opponent and we could fight next. And what did Jacob tell him? What Jacob told him? He said, I'm getting that check from HBO though. He was like, I don't care about that check. You're going to get that check with me too. I'm going to touch them M's too. So what I'm saying is, why is Charlo getting hated on for saying he's willing to drop his opponent to fight Jacob, and he's still willing. Hold on, I ain't finished.
No. You just asked a question like, why is he getting hated on when he approached him? Let me answer that point. So part of it's not just Jermall. I actually think Jermall is a little bit more composed and kind of mature about the way he carries himself than his younger brother, Jermall. I think part of it is that they have this rah-rah, like, in-your-face persona outside of the ring and stuff, and then it turns some people off. So in that situation right there is that Jacobs knows that Jermall doesn't, like, you don't understand how boxing goes. Like, you're not going to drop an opponent you're not going to drop an opponent without like getting sued, or like there's contracts that are in there. If you sign a contract, you're not dropping the opponent. You're not doing this. So what it does, it looks good because you're talking aloud and you're saying that I'm gonna do this. But when it comes actually down,
you're saying Charlo's capping?
Yeah, he caps a lot.
No, he ain't capping. He told him he's still willing to fight him today. How is he capping when
that'll be a good fight? He should fight him next. So you should fight him next.
You saying, hold on. You saying it's all talk, right?
He should fight him next.
Okay, you saying it's all talk, but at the end of the day, it's Jacob that still have to agree to. I'm not saying Jacob is afraid. I'm saying that maybe Eddie Hearn doesn't want that fight because he knows Charlo is a dangerous fight. He was trying to sign Charlo, but Charlo was willing to fight Jacob in New York City. He's willing to fight Canelo Alvarez in Mexico City, and he stated that. Hold them to it. Jacob sent the contract to Charlo to fight him in New York City, right? So Jacob, send him a contract. Expose him, right? How about Canelo Alvarez? Send him a contract to fight him. They don't look. Canelo don't want to smoke.
Canelo's not going to do it.
First of all, you said the fight is 60-40 between him and Canelo. That's bullshit. Let me explain why. Floyd Mayweather schooled Canelo Alvarez every single round. Trout, that fight was almost a draw. That fight, it was the knockdown that separated the fight.
Them some good names.
And it was open scoring. what's his name?
Lara
beat him in my opinion. 8 rounds to 4. He robbed Lara. Let's move on. Gennady Golovkin, it was a draw the first fight, a close fight the second time. I had both of them for Canelo Alvarez. Cotto, at the time, we was done by then. But anyways, it was still a good win. But Cotto, he was supposed to be the Cotto at 160. Come on now. What's his name? Who else we got? Daniel Jacob was still a good fight. He didn't watch Daniel Jacob. So what I'm saying is, okay, if you having a life and death fight with Trout, you think you're going to beat Jermall Charlo, who knocked out J-Rock Williams with an impressive uppercut? Keep in mind, Charlo got one of the best jabs in the game. He dropped and hurt J-Rock Williams with a jab. That being said, what's the one punch that Canelo Alvarez is always vulnerable to? Is that jab. Floyd Mayweather was scoring that all night. Gennady Golovkin was scoring that all night. Matter of fact, that's the punch that kept Gennady Golovkin in the fight. Charlo has the best jab in boxing, arguably. He dropped J-Rock Williams.
Susceptible to a good jab.
Okay, Jermall Charlo brings a great jab to the game.
That's not Canelo's issue, though.
He brings a great right hand. He brings a great counter punching ability. He got a great chin. He throws great combinations. He got good defense. He could fight inside, outside, mid-range.
He can't fight.
So I'm saying he is the favorite in that fight, in my opinion.
The favorite.
And unless you talking about the judges, how they, because obviously
you haven't named one person at 160 that I would even care about that.
Because they ducking him. How you blaming that on Jermall Charlo? They ducking him. Canelo ducking him. Gennady Golovkin ducking him. Daniel Jacob was talking the talk, but he didn't walk the walk, and he lost the Canelo Alvarez fight. So we can't even really talk about Daniel Jacob because he moved up to 168. And
has he fought a top 10 person at 160?
And he's calling all these guys out. You becoming one of these guys in the comment section. That keep criticizing. Hold on. You keep criticizing.
Don't put me there.
You keep coming out with criticism that's not fair. And I'm telling you the facts that they ducking him. Why you holding Jermall Charlo to this? Like, okay, if Canelo wants to fight, if he want to prove he pound for pound number one, fight Jermall Charlo. If Gennady Golovkin want to prove that he's not overhyped.
Where is he on the pound for pound list?
Who?
Jermall Charlo.
Jermall Charlo?
Where is he?
Should be on the pound for pound list.
That's what I'm saying. So why does Canelo have to fight him to validate his position?
Because he the best. He in his division. He's a champion in his division. Don't you want to see the best versus the best? Shouldn't Canelo Alvarez unify the division? So if you want Canelo to unify the division, but he shouldn't fight Jermall Charlo. Sound like you trying to protect Canelo Alvarez. Sound like you scared for Canelo Alvarez's life. So that's what it sound like.
Who's Jermall fighting next?
Okay, this is the difference. You know, Gennady Golovkin, who is he fighting next? Nobody, right? But Gennady Golovkin...
No, he fought... I mean, his last person that he fought was a good fight.
Let me explain. He had to take that fight.
But who is he fighting, though? Who Jermall
Can I answer the question?
It's a name.
Can I answer the question?
Answer the question.
Can I answer the question? Gennady Golovkin, this is the difference between Charlo and Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin lost to Deryachenko. Yes or no?
I thought he lost the fight.
All right. Max Kellerman thought he lost the fight.
I thought he lost the fight.
He told Deryachenko, I'm gonna give you a rematch. He told Andre to his face after the fight. Let me finish my point. He told Andre, I'm gonna give you an opportunity, right? Mm-hmm. He lied to Andre, he lied to Deryachenko, now he fighting a nobody. So he ducking that fight, he ducking the other he ducking Deryachenko, he ducking Charlo, he ducking Andre to fight who? To fight an unknown fighter. Meanwhile, Charlo tried to fight Gennady Golovkin. He tried to fight Canelo. He tried to fight Jacob. He's calling out Andre. He's calling out all these fighters. So because none of these fighters are available, he has to stay busy. Because if he doesn't stay busy, then fighters going to be like, Charlo never fights. So people ain't going to push for those fights. Just like you stated with Gary Russell. Didn't you say, Gary Russell, he don't deserve the Cruz fight because he's not active? How about you stay active?
No, I didn't say that. No.
You said that out your own mouth for episode 1, Split Decision. Go back and check Professor Nim talking about Gary Russell. He should stay active if he wants these big fights. Because if he doesn't fight only one time a year, we can't make the case for him to fight the Cruzes of the world. They're going to find a way to duck him. So that's what Charlo's doing. He's trying to stay busy to get these big fights because they keep on ducking him. So he has to fight who's available because the big dogs are scared to death. They scared to look his way. So I'm saying,
can I?
So that's the answer to your question. Okay. That's the difference between a Charlo and a Gennady Golovkin. Charlo is fighting this unknown fighter because nobody's willing to step up to the plate. They got no cojones, including the Canelo Alvarez. Meanwhile, you got Gennady Golovkin, Andre willing to fight him, Charlo willing to fight him, Derevyanchenko want to fight him. All he looking out is to cash out against Canelo Alvarez.
That's a long answer. That was it.
That's the answer because
let me get my retort. I know. Let me get my retort.
Play around. I'll give you facts. Let me get my retort. How it is.
So he's fighting Dennis Hogan.
Okay.
Which I don't know a lot about.
So he had a good win.
But I also want to.
He had a close fight with Manguia.
This is everybody that Charlo has fought at middleweight. He's fighting Dennis Hogan next. He fought Brandon Adams, Matveev Korobov, Hugo Centeno, and I guess the Jorge Heelan fight was at.
Okay, what's your point you're trying to make?
That just seems like really unimpressive. If you're trying to make your case that you need to fight the top dog at 160. All
right, let me ask you the question. I may ask you this question. I want you to answer it. So who was? What belt does Charlo hold?
WB. Hold on.
The WBC.
WBC.
Okay.
The green belt. Yeah.
Who he won the belt from?
He won the WBC belt from. Well, he won the interim belt.
No, who he won the WBC championship belt from?
From nobody.
Why? Because Canelo Alvarez vacated the belt because he didn't want no smoke. So tell it like it is. So he trying to pursue the Canelo Alvarez fight. Canelo, just like Lennox Lewis back in the day. Remember when
Lennox Lewis?
Not Lennox Lewis, but the fighter. He was holding a belt.
Okay, you talking about when Lennox Lewis wanted to fight Riddick Bowe.
Riddick Bowe threw the belt
in the trash
to the trash because he didn't want to smoke with Lennox Lewis.
Now that was clear. That was clearly somebody avoiding.
Well, that's what Canelo did. He got stripped of the belt because he didn't want to keep it because he didn't want to face Charlo.
Man, he worried about this.
Listen. He would have made a lot of money fighting Charlo.
Really?
So face it. You like Canelo Alvarez, you need to face it. He on Canelo Alvarez payroll.
No, I'm not.
That's
no,
why
I'm
he
not.
getting paid by
Canelo. No.
You need to give me half of that check because I'm out here exposing your ass. Listen, hey, I'm telling him, y'all put that in the comment section because they said last time I had a knockout. They said I knocked you out.
No, they didn't. I heard a lot of people say that. They said the loud guy needs to be quiet because the other guy is speaking facts.
I'm gonna post the comments. In the comment section on Aki TV on this video just to prove my case because everybody in the chat said #Aki. So I wanted to.
It was a lot of Aki, but you got some fanboys.
Listen, ain't no fanboys. I got facts. That's what I got. Yo, Pactars couldn't even ride for you because you couldn't bring no facts up to point out what I'm saying. Just like now, I'm telling you, Canelo Alvarez is avoiding Charlo, and you over here trying to make excuses. Charlo trying to fight Gennady Golovkin and Canelo Alvarez himself. Canelo gave up his belt because he didn't want no smoke, just like who at heavyweight did? Riddick Bowe. So Riddick Bowe, Canelo Alvarez did what Riddick Bowe.
False equivalency.
Except that he didn't do it on camera when he threw the belt in the trash. That's exactly what he did. And what Canelo did is exactly the same, but Professor Nim is trying to justify that. How are you trying to justify that? And he's trying to say Charlo ain't fight nobody because the champion Canelo Alvarez
I said at middleweight. I said it. I want to stand corrected.
Where Canelo fights at middleweight because
I fucked with Charlo by the way.
Listen, he don't. Hey, I gotta call you out on this because you being biased and I'm exposing the bullshit because I'm bringing up facts. Canelo is trying to fight the champion Canelo Alvarez. Charlo trying to fight the champion Canelo Alvarez at middleweight. It was Canelo who ducked him. Charlo's trying to fight Gennady Golovkin at middleweight. It's Gennady Golovkin who ducked him. He was trying to fight Daniel Jacob. So all I'm saying is he's trying to fight the big names. The big names are scared of him. Just like you said, Floyd Mayweather fought nobody at 140 when the 140 pounders is the fighters that was ducking him. So what Floyd Mayweather did, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a gangster decision. I'm gonna move up another weight class to fight the bigger names and the bigger and the stronger guys at 147. And Floyd Mayweather did that, and you're criticizing Floyd for that. So I'm saying, what you gonna say about that now? What you gonna say about Charlo? Why Canelo? Can you
All right,
donate some cojones for Canelo Alvarez to get in the ring?
So listen, so I'm not the one thing. I'm not the biggest Canelo fan, which you're trying to make it out to seem. I give him credit for his improvement, improving his style, but Canelo is unequivocally the cash cow. So when you just can't simply state that, oh, he's trying to fight the champion. He was like, no, he's trying to fight the most lucrative fighter in boxing.
He's trying to fight every champion out there. He's not just trying to fight Canelo like Gennady Golovkin. That's Gennady Golovkin. Charlo's trying to fight Canelo. He's trying to fight Gennady Golovkin. He's trying to fight Andrade, and he's trying to fight Daniel Jacob. You trying to act like Charlo is just trying to fight. No,
he needs to fight Jacobs, and he needs to fight Andrade.
Hold on. Stop trying to switch the narrative.
If he beats those two guys, he will earn a fight against Canelo.
You don't have no leg to stand on. You keep switching the narrative. You keep trying to switch the narrative. Because I'm over here telling you, you saying Charlo, you trying to make it seem that Charlo only wants to fight Canelo because he's the cash cow. Fuck that. We off that. Charlo is trying to fight Daniel Jacob, Andrade, and Gennady Golovkin and Canelo. So he's trying to fight all of them. He don't care.
I will give him credit for doing that.
If you would have
he's fighting Dennis Hogan now.
Can I get my piece out? He's trying to fight any fighter with name, any fighter with a belt. So if you got a belt, he wants to smoke. It's these fighters that's ducking him. Okay. You can't put that blame on him. So the reason why he fighting him, who's just coming off a close fight with what's his name? 154, the champion, the Mexican fighter.
Managua or whatever.
Yeah, well, he just came off a close fight with him. So he fighting these fighters to stay active, because if he don't, they're going to do him like they did Andre, like they did Andre Ward, like they did. Man, listen, bro. You know it, and I know it. Canelo is scared to death. He's scared to fight Charlo, and that's a big fight also. Charlo he headlined fights. He headlined the past 3 fights, right? So he headlined against the no-names. He carrying the card by his own self, right? You said that Charlo is headlining the cards by fighting no-names, right? So that means he the star, right? That being said,
he ain't pay-per-view.
So I don't care about none of that. Canelo Alvarez fought Rocky Fielding, a fighter that never headlined. So Canelo fights a champion that coming off a knockout loss in the first round just to win a fake belt at 168, but he won't fight a fighter that headlined multiple times on Showtime, and that's Charlo. So we all know what it is. It's not the fact that Charlo, Canelo don't want to fight Charlo because it's not a big fight. Hell no, it's a big fight. That fight is on pay-per-view.
Somebody call on your phone. It's Charlo, actually, right there.
Hey, Charlo.
You must be in his pocket.
Hey, you know what's going on? Hey, you trying to steal my line, but it's all right. I got another line for you. Listen, I'm a line, so a line recognize a line.
No, I'm a lion.
So Canelo, he definitely don't have a heart of a lion. He got a heart of a chicken. Canelo Alvarez is looking like a duck right now. Canelo
so you
Alvarez,
don't give Canelo no credit for his over. Like,
I don't give him no credit, and I might take him off my pound for pound list because he's afraid to fight the best, and that's Andrade and Charlo. But he claimed he pound for pound #1. Man, dismiss me with that. Like I said, Floyd Mayweather never ducked no smoke. Floyd Mayweather had Sugar Mosley coming to the ring and call him out, and we all saw what happened. He fought him next. Andrade and Charlo been disrespecting Canelo Alvarez for 5 years, and he won't even negotiate with him. He afraid to even mention their names in the media. He just now did it for the first freaking time for 5 years. So that being said, Canelo Alvarez has the heart of a chicken, and he ain't trying. Look, when you a chicken, you ain't trying to go in the ring with a lion because he gonna feast on you. That being said, let's hop on to the next subject after I knocked out Professor Nim. Hey, hold on, I got a towel this time. Hey. Wipe out your nose, man. You bleeding. Hey, that being said, so we on to the next topic. We got Lomachenko. So Nomachenko, I'm sorry. Nomachenko.
No Moschenko.
Nomachenko, because he want no smoke with Pacquiao or Devin Haney. So Nomachenko, stay tuned. Grab y'all popcorn and all that. And y'all saw last show. Me and Professor Nim. Professor Nim win at it.
I did want to say something, man. Like they saying that I might have bodied you, man. Is that true?
Hey, you know they said this show is split decision, but I knocked you out. Oh. That's what they said. Hey, Professor Nim was supposed to go out with me last night. he was a no-show. I had to check on him like, is my man in the hospital?
Not true.
You know what I'm saying? He a professor, but I'm about to be a doctor, you know what I'm saying? And go take care of him real quick. But thank y'all for tuning in to Split Decision. To my left, obviously, it's Professor Nim, a real lifetime professor.
I want to say it's Nims, too. Is with I got the name Professor Nims. But it's actually Nims.
It's Professor Nims, but today he came to my Aki University. I took him to my Aki University. Hopefully, he graduated. That being said, we out here, you know, matching. Hey, we ain't out here trying to be looking alike and stuff like that, but he out here looking.
Shout out to Palestine also.
Yeah, this is from Yemen, man. We're just talking about Palestine, but shout out to Palestine too. You got it from Palestine?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I got this from Yemen, straight from the motherland, baby. Comment below who y'all think won the debate. Is it Professor Nim? Because he claiming Professor Nim's won, but we don't see him in the comment section though. But we peep all the Aki hashtags, so I appreciate all of y'all. Now, if you do if y'all believe Professor Nim won the debate, obviously
hashtag Nims. That's all you got to do is put hashtag Nim, because everybody was just like the guy on the right or the good hashtag Nims, and then of course everybody knows Aki.
But you know what happened though. You know when you get taken to school by the Aki, you know what I'm saying? Yo, brother over here, you know what I'm saying, who bringing up facts back to back. I'm out here looking like Drake while you out here looking like Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a ghostwriter though. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Russ. I write my own shit.
He got a whole team behind him.
You know what I'm saying? It's all hard work and dedication over here. I'm looking like Russ over here. You know what I'm saying? We the wave, we the mob, we the movement. It's Aki TV, and y'all tuning in to Split Decision. And yeah, it's Split Decision, but y'all fans are telling me to change it to knockout, because I'm over here looking for the knockout every show. I'm over here knocking out Professor Nim every time I get a chance to. And that's my man. He ain't even trying to go out with me no more.
I think my brother got CTE already. But like, how many smart matches you been in? Hey, but one thing, we appreciate all the views, but also we appreciate all the comments, good and bad. Like I said, I love them. I like being the bad guy.
I enjoy the realest comments though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want y'all to bring up facts, and you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I know none of y'all want smoke with me, because every time y'all say something about me, y'all didn't say nothing, but y'all hating on my drip. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all ain't talk about anything that I'm saying that's wrong. Y'all ain't bringing up facts to contradict what I'm saying. Everything I say is facts to support my opinion. That being said, appreciate it to everybody that's tuning in. I appreciate all the love and support. And we will go live soon when we get things in order and together. That being said, Professor Nim, appreciate it. We had a great show today. I believe I won the show. I don't know how you feel. I feel like $1 million bucks. How you feel?
I'm feeling like I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? So, drip. So, I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling good.
Well, I'm out here looking like pretty boy Floyd the way I'm out here with my defense. I'm out here being undefeated on Split Decision, baby. That being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't. And listen to these casual fans. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. And we outie.
Peace.
I see, shut I see. Yeah. Let go. Hey.
And the high going to say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put an ice in my bay. Yeah. You riding on me. I get my drip if I see